Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As we speak, nakwambia kimeumana, as the former Inspector General Police, Mr. Koome, is now finding himself into a tight corner, as the court is pronouncing itself very clear that the ex-IG, Mr. Koome, is criminally responsible to those who are harmed during the doctors' demonstration. You saw the Secretary General, Dr. Atela, being injured during that demonstration because of the violence, chaos, mayhem that was created by these police officers under the direction of the IG, the former IG of police, Koome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak also, the current IG, Mr. Kanja, is also facing a rough time. He was summoned before the court. He missed to present himself before the court. And now the judge is pronouncing himself very clear that they're going to have a next hearing. If the IG, the current IG, Mr. Kanja is not going to present himself before court, then he is going to be jailed. He is going to be jailed because that will be a contempt of court. On the same note, the DCI, they are also facing the same roughness of the court. That if they are not going to be responding to the directions of the court in this next hearing that is going to be, 3rd of February, then the DCI is going to have something called the mitigation. And so the DCI, the IG of police, they are facing the consequence. I want you to listen to the judge. But before you listen to him, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel. Because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. Please, as you watch, ensure you like the video. Let us listen to the judge.
Just a moment. Just a moment. During the recess, I've had opportunity to think about this matter. Ordinarily, when I issue my orders and they're not complied with, it's a very straightforward, very simple way. The only three things I do. The first is I find you in contempt, dispense with mitigation and sentencing, and go straight to sentencing, if it is clear in the face. The other route that I follow is I find you in contempt, I invite you for mitigation and sentencing. And the third, where it is not clear-cut, I invite you for notice to show cause. So that is how I left this court for the recess. I was going to return and apply one of those three ways. But then I thought about Madam Mutua, who has come to court today, a sister of a petitioner applicant who is not before this court and whom is not at liberty. And I asked myself, what is the priority for this court? Enforcing judicial authority through contempt of court, or to get to the bottom of where the seventh petitioner applicant is? I'm sure Madam Mutua and her family and their friends are thinking the absolute worst now that they are seeing the second to the sixth at liberty, but their beloved brother, son, is not. So I'm going to do something I do not do ordinarily. I will place the question of contempt to one side, because I firmly believe all of us in this room, our first priority is to secure the 7th petitioner applicant. I've heard Mr. Nyamodi. I've heard you, Mr. Nyamodi. Certainly there needs to be investigations. But this is not a matter for 14 days. What I'd want to hear from Council is a proposal, not from Mr. Nyamodi, from the rest. I'll begin with Senior Counsel. What is practical in terms of a return date that gives the second and third respondents in particular the opportunity to take statements and to return, such that when the Inspector General of Police is returning before me for hearing, not a mention, for hearing, they'd have had an opportunity. And so that I make it clear, so that when you are giving your responses, there can be no doubt, if the Inspector General of Police misses on that third hearing date, I will go with option 1. I will cite, convict, and sentence on the spot. With respect to the Director, DCI, I will convict and invite him for mitigation and sentencing. There will be no further opportunities beyond this next hearing date.
So these independent bodies, DCI na police, wako na mchezo kubwa sana. And that is why I will always say in this channel, kama ni kitu wa Kenya inatakana mu regret is having the so-called DCI. Secondly, having police. Thirdly, having the NIS. It is a total shame to our country. It is literally a total shame. But because also the government of the day, they're having their own plans, their own tricks, as they are crafting things left, right, center. You can clearly tell that the police, they are not delivering as per the Constitution illustrates. The same to DCI, the same to NIS. And so when this issue of whereby Kenyans are being harmed by the police officers, it is out of the direction of the Inspector General of Police. You cannot tell me that the police officers watakuja na waanze kupiga watu tear gas na kuumiza watu, alafu the IG atasema mimi sijui hiyo maneno, mimi sijui, anajua. Because these police officers cannot act without the directions of the IG. So the former IG, Mr. Japhet Koome, is facing it rough. He is facing it rough. That yeye alikuwa responsible. And is being told, you must respond to this or else you're going to jail. Will it be the first time now the IG of the police will be responsible? Because if not, then if the former IG is going to be left like that, then the next IG will behave the same thing. If it is about the jailmen, wacha wafungwe. Let them serve as an example. Wale polisi walipiga watu na wakaumiza watu, wacha wakwe as example. Because for example, the demonstration of doctors were peaceful. Ilikuwa peaceful. Wacha hata sasa ya jinsi. Ya doctors ilikuwa peaceful. Secretary wao aligongwa, kichwa ilikuwa mwaga damu. And that is why when the court is pronouncing itself very clear, some individuals are feeling like, hapana, wanaonea hii watu. Hii watu ni wanyama. In fact, Japhet Koome alifanya vituko. Now these people deserve to be sentenced. Watch out in jail to death. Because you cannot lead your juniors to kill Kenyans in the name of securing country. What are you securing for? If those individuals intakana waishi kwa hiyo nchi yenye mnasecure, mnawaua. So it is going to be so rough to the former IG of the police, Japhet Koome. The same to the current. Ameambiwa kama muta present yourself the 3rd February, wewe tunakuweka ndani. DCI pia kama watakuwa wana present themselves before the court, wakwena mitigation. Na kiumane. So I'm just waiting for the scenario, how things are going to be. Because what I know, the court is trying to be independent. But again, there is a lot of manipulation and exploitation from some individuals above. But if the court ingekwanga independent, wengi walikuwa wamefungwa kitambo. But utaambiwa nini? Hapana, hiyo mtu awachwe. Wewe unataka kitu pesa ngapi? Ameachiliwa. You know? And that is where we are, we as Kenyans. If the court can come out to pronounce itself the way it is, I think it is a good way to go. But again, the question is, also we're having a big problem with the judiciary, the head, to go, Madam Otea. We have a big problem there. Because they will interfere, they will exploit and manipulate anything to ensure that individual that is being convicted then is going to be set free. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till we meet in another video.